Hey, what's going on, guys? This is day 4 of my at least 30-day challenge. And don't worry, I'm not going to keep saying that every day, but I want to do this as long as possible, so I'm just psyching myself up with it. I want to talk quickly about chargebacks and disputes, and also just my business in general, my growth with business. I haven't scripted any of this, didn't even think this through, just hit record now. I thought of the fact that I want to talk about my business. So let me talk about the side that's not as pretty. Not many people talk about this, right? Because when you think of social media marketing, you're not, if you're getting into the industry, you're not thinking about this. But this is the most crucial thing to worry about when you're starting, okay? Especially here in 2021, after pandemic, a little bit after, um, it's the most crucial thing to consider because if you're in the wrong industry, like I was, or you're in, your product is not as solid as it needs to be, you're gonna get chargebacks and disputes, and these are problems. So, just to give you an idea of how big of a problem it is, if you get 4 out of 100 of your customers to hit chargeback, which is not even your fault, by the way. They do it because they're spooked, because they decided they don't want to go through with this, or they do it because, it's day 3 and they didn't get 1,000 leads yet. All things that have happened to me, by the way. Not kidding. If any of those things happen, and then you hit more than 4 out of 100 of your customers disputing you, your payment processor can get shut down. Worse than that, which I'm not going to get into too much, there's lists you can get put on where I think it's like a DNF list. I could be saying it wrong. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. But basically, it's a list where companies with payment processors will not even accept you because they've seen that you have a high chargeback rate. So it's very important to choose the right industry off the bat, especially in 2021. And not many people are talking about that. So please, please, please take that advice to heart if you are ever considering a marketing agency. Okay, nowadays it is extremely easy for consumers to hit the dispute button, and it's regardless of your product, right? So I provide excellently quality leads, I believe at least. You know, Obviously some people said otherwise. Not going to deny that, but they regardless, when you're dealing with leads, 90% of insurance agents fail, 95% of realtors fail. So take those statistics into account because if you're selling leads, 90% or 95%, depending on the industry, are going to fail. So what is their instinct? If they don't have a lot of money, if they're like kind of sketchy people, they're going to hit chargeback. You have to keep this in mind. And as I find more solutions, I'm going to talk about it, but it's a major impact on business. And right now it's affecting mine. Okay. So one solution I have so far is trying new payment processors. Okay. Using ACH transfers is another way to mitigate this. Talking closely with your customers, I was advised, was supposed to be like the thing that prevents customer chargebacks. It didn't stop it. It never stopped it because I talked to them again and again every single day for a whole month. Had my assistant talk to them when I couldn't be there, and that was literally every single day for a whole month. Still, at the end of the month, people that did that, they charged back. They hit the chargeback button. So it's kind of at a point where it's an awful situation. I would not recommend insurance right now, especially not final expense insurance or one of the lower end insurances. And I'm trying to find a balance there, but I wanted to bring that up. It's not always glamorous. So bringing up the successes and failures, we've scaled this over 50,000 a month, but we keep encountering these roadblocks that are scaling us back because either a payment processor gets shut down, or worse than that, we might have to deal with lists we don't want to be on, right? So that's why I'm switching industries, and that's why we have to keep adapting. So I'm looking, constantly seeking solutions, and if anyone has a suggestion, let me know. But so far, what I've given you here, ACH transfers, if you need to save your business, that can still do it for you. Other thing, again, talking closely to your customers, make sure you have good customer communication. For me, it's not a factor though. I've done that. I hired a full-time assistant for that. Still, you're getting chargebacks. Obviously, if you have a product that 100% of the time is going to deliver results, of course that's going to work, but that doesn't actually exist, especially not in a leads industry. So avoiding the leads industry may be a good suggestion too. Like doing coaching, I think would be way better right now. So consider that too. And I will keep you updated on the progress of this. I'll keep you updated on what's happening with this, because obviously we've got a lot of potential here. We got a lot of interest being able to scale quickly, but running into roadblock after roadblock after roadblock with either unhappy customers or customers that just are very, I don't know, I don't want to call them names, but customers that are causing a shitstorm. So you have to consider these things when you're starting a business. And right now, if you're seeing a bunch of ads saying like start social media marketing, I would advise against it until you've got really, really, really solid marketing. Unless you've got an extreme amount of sales talent, you want to rely on ACH transfers right now, or you've got like the 1 in a million product that's actually going to take a bad agent to a good agent, which I think doesn't exist, but it could be wrong. So anyway, I want to leave this here because I just started talking and I don't know how long this is going on for, but I hope this is interesting. And if you're into social media marketing, consider these things, because I don't recommend in 2021 starting a business like this unless you've already got the marketing in place. Okay, or if you're somehow extremely good at sales where you can use an ACH transfer as a backbone, is just like running the business entirely off that. But that's super rare. Most of you guys aren't at that level. So hope this is helpful. I'm going to keep updating you on the businesses I try. I've got a few offers. I just got an offer tonight. You know who you are. You just talked to me about starting a business. It was a good offer. We'll talk a bit more. And I'm going to update you guys on the growth of my companies. And I know there's a lot of potential here. So I'll talk to you again soon.